Welcome, welcome. I'm Angela Ann with WBNS 10 TV.
And my name is Drew Murray, and thank you for being here for the 18th annual Off the Wall event to support the Heinzerling community.
This is a place that is so near and dear to both our hearts, and we are just so excited. Many of you at home are here to join us for a night that is sure to be entertaining, enlightening, and engaging as well.
And magical, of course, right?
It's
gotta be magical if I'm here.
Yes. And you know, this year we have a special theme because we just want people to know what Heinzerling can do. And it's creating a colorful life for the residents of Heinzerling. And that just really means allowing people to live their life to the fullest.
And to live their life to the fullest, we need support from you and our sponsors year after year. And thank you again for being a part of it. It's going to be a night filled, of course, of magic and some amazing auction items coming up as well. But first, we want to point out our sponsors that have made tonight specifically possible.
So our lead sponsors tonight include AVI Food Systems, Huntington Bank, Kegler Brown Hill and Ritter, Medical Mutual, QualMed Supply, and Skilled Care Pharmacy.
As well as our major sponsors, Oxer Capital, Plant Moran, Quantum Health, and of course the board.
And our supporting sponsors tonight, C&B Staging and Redesign, CHW Advisors, Minuteman Press Dublin, Colleen Nissel and Roger Sugarman, and Worthington AM Rotary.
And thank you to all of our sponsors who have made tonight especially possible. And many of you will have the opportunity to support as well, continue to support the Heinzerling community as you have all these years. And then you can do all of that by going to otw.givesmart.com. Again, that's otw.givesmart.com. That's where you can place a bid on an auction item or to make a donation of any size. No donation is too small, and all of them will go towards our Fund in Need and the Heinzerling community.
So let's say that one more time. OTW, you're like, what is that? Off the wall, otw.givesmart.com. It is that easy.
It's that easy. Open it up on your phone, on your laptop, on your tablet, all three devices even at the same time. Every single dollar that you can help out with makes a big difference.
So let's start off with a little fun, a little entertainment. How about some magic?
This has been some fun already.
I know, and we're just a few minutes in.
So we're going to do some magic. If you've been around the Off the Wall events or the Heinzerling events the last couple of years, you would recognize me, of course, as a magician. And we're going to do some magic right now through the screen. I'm going to bridge the gap from our studio to your living rooms and show you something amazing. I'm going to read their minds right where they're sitting.
I thought you were going to make me taller.
No, it didn't work. Okay, we'll stick to this one. So if you're on right here, come in close to your cameras or to your screens, get closer. Okay, a little closer, a little, okay, that's a little too close. Back it up a little bit. I have some cards, 5 playing cards. I'm going to spread them and show them to you at home. It's your job just to memorize one of these 5 cards, okay? Angela, you can even memorize one as well.
I'm allowed to look? Okay.
Don't say what it is, just memorize your card, lock it in, do not forget that card. I'll give you a second. Just one of them. Okay, don't forget that card. I'm going to see if I can figure out the card that you chose. So I'll go with not this one, and not maybe this one. Yeah, this one here is a good choice. Let's see, if I got their card correct, then it should, of course, be missing from the rest. And you'll see that it is, in fact, missing. So that begs the question, which card did you choose? Well, Angela, it doesn't really matter what card they chose because tonight you chose Heinzerling. You chose to support Heinzerling community by being here with us this evening, and we thank you so much for that.
We do. I love that trick. You could do that every day, every hour.
All over again. We'll do it with the rest of the other cards.
Yes. Throughout our event tonight, you will see different and beautiful spaces right behind us. These are our places at the Heinzerling where residents can really live and learn and just grow, like the outdoor space. What a beautiful backdrop where residents can get outside, enjoy the weather, and maybe even take in a movie at night outside.
And of course, our Heinzerling community is working hard to create a nurturing environment in which every resident feels safe, has opportunities to learn, has opportunities to explore, and to make choices about what will happen in their lives. The Heinzerling staff strives to create an environment in which residents can live as independently as possible. So let's take a look at the Heinzerling community from a staff perspective.
One thing I noticed when I first started working at Heinzerling is the fact that so many employees here have been here for a long time. I'm talking about 15, 20, 30 years. I've never seen anything like it, and that definitely is a testimony to just the love that they have for the residents and just the job itself.
I've been with Heinzerling for 13 years. Knowing that we're here for the same reason, just for the development of the residents, is pretty awesome.
Heinzerling is a very community-oriented place. They have a very safe and clean environment for the residents, and it takes a team to work here. You cannot do it by yourself, and I have a wonderful team here at Heinzerling.
All of the coworkers that I have really take care of each other. If one person's running a little bit behind, everybody is so quick to help you.
When you come here, they train you, and then you also get to see firsthand the medical field in different aspects. So maybe you just want to stay at DSP, maybe you want to work towards being a nurse.
I think it's a great opportunity if you're thinking about becoming a nurse or a teacher, and it's also a very rewarding job. It can make you feel good knowing that you're helping the lives of other kids.
I also enjoy really seeing the growth of the staff here, seeing them, start off as DSPs and be promoted to unit managers and just continue to grow in the field. It's very rewarding to see someone take this and really make it a career.
Just like any job, if you love to do something, if you have good intention and a passion, you would definitely love working here, and you'll see the joy that comes out of the individual based on the relationships you develop with them. Just being a Heinzerling employee itself, you'll see the love that you get from the employees and even the residents too.
This field of work and being a direct support professional is probably the most rewarding thing that I've ever done.
Joining us now are the staff of Heinzerling. We have Bob Heinzerling, the executive director, also Danielle South, unit manager, and Clifton Crawford, a habilitation specialist, but he goes by CJ. So CJ, we're going to start with you. Thank you all, by the way, for being here.
Thank you.
But CJ, let me ask you, tell us, what does a habilitation specialist do?
The habilitation specialist position entails assessing, creating, monitoring, teaching, and analyzing goals for our resident to help improve skills and functioning for daily living. We also require to conduct IP meetings and quarterly meetings to update the team on any progress, concerns, or changes that we might have with the resident. And lastly, we assist with daily duties to ensure the proper care for our residents.
How do you measure that, and why do you love that part of your job?
Well, I love seeing the smiles on the resident's face. I love seeing them being taken care of. I love seeing the love spread throughout the building and just showing a gracious attitude and blessings just to the entire community.
That's beautiful.
You have a handful, sounds like. Sure. And then Danielle, tell us a little bit about how your unit and as a unit manager, how you work to support the residents.
Well, as a unit manager, we work alongside the direct care staff, helping the residents with their daily needs, such as giving baths, getting them up and ready for school or outside programming, helping with meal times, getting them in and out of their wheelchairs. We support them with the goals. We do activities with them, read to them, watch TV, just make sure they're comfortable. With the help of an activities coordinator, we get to get the residents out into the community, such as going to the mall for some shopping, going to the movies, or something bigger like concerts, a Clippers game, or going to see the Jackets. We support the residents. In living their life to the fullest of our ability, while also getting to become the bonus family.
Oh, I love that. They're bonus family. It sounds like a lot of moving parts, though, so you must be very organized.
Yes, you have to be.
Yes. And of course, Bob. Bob, you have been
Yes.
the executive director for 17 years, but the Heinzerling, obviously part of your family. Your grandparents started it in 1959. So tell us, as we're sitting here tonight, what is most important to you about the Heinzerling community?
Well, of course, our residents and their families are at the heart of the Heinzerling community, but it's our hardworking staff who ensure the highest quality of care for our residents. They're so dedicated to their work. We appreciate every one of our Heinzerling staff for their continued commitment to our mission, but also their dedication to our residents.
And their efforts have really been recognized, too.
Absolutely. Some of our staff have been recognized by some leaders in our field, in the developmental disability field, statewide, including the Ohio Provider Resource Association and the Ohio Healthcare Association. And working with people with developmental disabilities is so personally rewarding, and that's especially true of the staff at Heinzerling, and we're so proud of that.
And as Daniel said, it's a bonus family, but it sounds like you have really created a family amongst the staff. As I'm seeing CJ just nodding his head over there every time he agrees wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
So this is a beautiful thing.
It's a wonderful group of people.
Well, thank you, Bob, for just sharing a little bit of insight into the Heinzerling world and what you guys do day in and day out.
Yeah, CJ and Danielle, thanks for being here with us, of course, giving people an inside look at what happens a little bit on the inside walls of a Heinzerling community.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, we just heard from Bob and how the success of Heinzerling depends so much on the staff and the care that they give the residents. But we also know that Heinzerling's success is thanks to the dozens of corporations and small businesses that really lend their support to Heinzerling year in, year out.
And we are so grateful for all their support every single year. Here with us today, we have Tina Clark, who's the Director of Marketing for QualMed. She's going to share a bit about how organizations, especially hers, continue to help Heinzerling year after year and what that means.
Tina, we're so glad that you're here with us. And I know you and I go way back. I mean, I always see your name on the sponsors list, and I think to myself, corporations such as QualMed, you know, you have a choice on who you want to support. So tell us why QualMed chooses to support Heinzerling every year.
I think it comes down to values. The Heinzerling families created this community that has just a very strong core value. I remember the first time my husband and I walked the halls of Heinzerling, and we were just amazed to see the staff and the residents, the relationships that they developed. You could tell that the staff truly cared for the residents that they were taking care of, and just the level of commitment that they were there to make a difference.
That goes a long way when you're talking about people with developmental disabilities.
Yes, it does. It takes, I think, a very special person to do that within the facilities.
It really sounds like, you know, what you witnessed, it just aligns with what QualMed stands for, quality of care for patients and improving their lives.
Yes, we're there so that the families and the residents and the staff can focus on making their lives better and not have to worry about the little things.
And what would you say if you were to sit down with someone one-on-one in their homes where they're watching right now, what would be a reason that they should continue to support Heinzerling?
I would say it takes all of us to help and help Heinzerling so that they can continue to help create these colorful lives for the residents and for their families.
Mm-hmm. And you talked about walking the halls of Heinzerling. I remember my first visit. You know, it is life-changing. And when I walked in, it changed my perspective as well of what a facility like this can be. And I felt like it was a home for each resident. So talk about why you think that's important for corporations to actually have that journey, because they can easily write a check, but it is something different when you get to witness it firsthand.
It is. I think walking the halls and just seeing how they relate to each other, it tugs at your heartstrings. Mm-hmm. And I think you have to see it to have the understanding of just how special the staff are to be able to do what they are. They're happy, they're walking through giving high fives and talking to every single resident, whether they're in the hallway or popping their heads in their rooms. Just the love and the commitment, you see it walking the hallways.
But you also see the need, and that is
Definitely.
why you come back every year, and we're so thankful for your support.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Tina, for sitting down and taking some time with us and telling us about how organizations, big and small, continue to help Heinzerling and why it's so important to QualMed, as well as many others.
Thank you for having me here.
Thank you. It's been a delight. Let's start the auction off, shall we?
Let's do it.
Joining us tonight is the chair for Off the Wall, Jesse Lehner. Jesse, thank you for being here. Let's talk about the committee and all the fun you had getting these items together.
Yeah, so it's my first year being the chair, and I've had the pleasure of working with such a great group of people who have put together such great gifts and silent auction items for us all to bid on for this event. And all you have to do is go to otw.givesmart.com to take a look at those items. Mm-hmm. And we have several here that I'd like to showcase for you guys.
Yeah, let's see. That
and
one
I'd love
is
your
beautiful.
help. So our first is a resident artwork. This one's called The Tree of Life. And Heinzerling residents in our children's home came together with staff assistants to have 77 residents put their fingerprints on each of these leaves.
Oh my goodness.
And in your goodie bag at home, you will have note cards with a replica of this piece of artwork on it, which is really neat.
And in addition to the Tree of Life artwork, of course, we have a few great experiences, some sports experiences that you can jump in and join all around our state. The VIP experience with the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is 2 VIP floor seats. It's on Saturday, March 4th with the Cavs versus Detroit Pistons at 7 o'clock p.m. And of course, your parking and your fuel is going to be included for that. The next one up is the Columbus Blue Jackets right here in town We have 4 tickets on the glass, section 103, that's a good section. It's row C, I've been in those seats before. Seats 1 through 4 for the Columbus Blue Jackets versus the New York Islanders. That game is on March 24th, 2023 at 7 o'clock p.m. And the last sports experience you can bid on is the Cleveland Guardians excursion. This, of course, is a package with 4 suite tickets right behind the dugout for a home Cleveland Guardians game. This is in the 2023 season, as well as some food and beverage service included. This is thanks to Medical Mutual for their donation of the suite.
Now, if you want to try something outdoors, maybe a little sailboat excursion to Put-in Bay, you can enjoy this round-trip sailboat trip on a 40-foot sailboat trip to Put-in Bay Island. You and 3 friends will enjoy this leisurely ride across Lake Erie to your destination. And then after a long day, just hanging out there in the sun, soaking it up, you can meet back up with your hosts and enjoy a late lunch or a dinner at the cruise nest.
I love it.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, and we also have a hot air balloon experience. Enjoy a high-flying hot air balloon experience for 4 passengers in the Columbus, Ohio area, courtesy of Columbus Aeronauts.
You know, FIFA went west, so we're going west too. If you know the movie American Tail. Wyoming Adventure. Enjoy a week of relaxation and exploration. This is at the Geiger Cabin, just about 10 miles outside Buffalo, Wyoming. If you're familiar with this, it is gorgeous country. Bighorn National Forest. The rustic cabin features comforts of a typical home, 4 double beds. So squish as many people as you want. I'm just kidding. The cabin provides unmatched access to mountain biking, fishing, wildlife, also hiking and backpacking, or maybe just relaxing.
Yeah. And we have 2 more beautiful resident artwork pieces. The first one is called Sea Swirl. And the residents used long-handed brushes to mimic the waves and bring all the colors that they do have in the ocean.
That is gorgeous. You can almost hear the ocean just looking at that.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
And then the next one we have is pointillistic. And this is using a technique where they've taken a circle sponge taped to a dowel, and the residents have blended together white, black, and grays. And then after that dried, they did the same thing again with pops of color.
And of course, we have some more outdoor experiences for you as well. This one's a St. Pete condo getaway, where you can enjoy 1 week getaway in St. Pete, Florida. This is a beautiful 2-bedroom with a sleeper sofa, as well as a 3-bath. And then it's the condo right there in the Gulf of Mexico with some amazing views.
Jesse, you guys did an amazing job as part of the committee to put all these items together. It's so hard to choose, and if you can't choose at home, bid on them all. That's what I say. Go to otw.givesmart.com. It is that easy, and don't forget, once again, this auction will end. You have a few days to think about this. Sunday, February 26th at 7:30 p.m.
So Heinzerling community, as you may know, is home to more than 200 residents, all with a special and a unique story. And tonight we're actually joined by David and Molly Klein, and their son Morgan has been at Heinzerling for the last 7 years. You're going to tell us a little bit about why it's such a special place for Morgan, some of the experiences that he's able to actually enjoy, and then the changes that you've seen throughout the years. So thank you for being here with us. If you could tell us first, what's been the best thing that you've noticed has happened at Heinzerling the last couple of years?
The best thing is definitely all the progress that he has made and the relationships that he's developed and the care that he's received. All of his needs have been addressed, his social needs, his medical needs. He has really thrived by being able to go to school every day. He just graduated. So he's made a lot of progress in the last 7 years.
Yeah. And David, for you, what's most important to you about the care that he receives at Heinzerling?
I think one, just being confident that everyone's qualified, and 2, that the communication has been transparent to the family, and we have access to Morgan and his caretakers whenever we need. So.
And talk about the progress that you've seen from the day that Morgan first went to Heinzerling to today. He's 22 today, but you were saying that he was just a teenager. That's a tough age. Let's start there.
Yes. Well, I think the fact that he has developed so many wonderful relationships with the therapists, he has a teacher there that we meet quarterly, we set goals, and the fact that he did just graduate is a big deal. He's going to a new place called Open Door, so we're really happy about that new chapter.
And for you, David, I mean, to watch that progress, a lot of families say they can see a change in personality or just the personality blossoms, and it really comes out because of Heinzerling. What have you noticed in Morgan?
So I think Morgan has really bonded with the staff, and you can tell that he's open and sometimes tough for mom and dad. They are his family now, as much as we are. Yeah. But you can notice in his expressions and his joy that he's comfortable and secure, and that's been a real pleasant thing. Expected maybe, but you never know, but it definitely appreciated for Molly and I.
Molly, if you could tell us maybe a bit about some of the experiences or one of your favorite recent experiences. People watching tonight or that are donating, they think that maybe their money is necessarily going towards the facility or towards paying staff, but what are one of the unique experiences that Morgan was able to enjoy that you can tell us about?
So we recently have taken 2 trips together in the summer. The first, we went to the zoo, which was amazing. Each resident had their own caregiver, and the weather was beautiful, and we literally spent the day just exploring, and we had a nice picnic lunch, and it was wonderful. And the other one was the splash pad, which my son particularly loves the water. So anything water related.
Who did he get that from?
I think you.
Okay.
So yeah, he really just enjoyed that day, and everybody was just in the moment. And again, we had wonderful weather, so they accommodated that, and it just worked out perfectly. So we were really grateful to have that chance to spend that time together.
And really make the memory together, because we talk about that, you know, the fund a need and the donations that come in, they help make memories not just for the residents, but for families such as yourself, where you get to see them thrive.
Yes.
And that kind of talk about being able to have those memories now, where maybe there was a time where you didn't think you could ever have those memories.
Yes, we're very grateful. And when I visit Morgan, I take them to the splash pad that they have there, and they have special water days, and they will let us know we're going to have a water day. And so we come, and I'll bring his brothers, and we will spend some family time together, and they will provide a picnic, and everyone again has someone, you know, with them to make sure that they're safe and happy, and it's a great experience.
Molly, you mentioned being in the moment and going to the zoo or the splash pad and those experiences, and I'm sure being in the moment is so special, especially for someone in a family that deals with all the things that Morgan does. So by being here tonight, by being in this moment, of course, you're helping to create many, many unforgettable moments and moments of magic for families and residents like Morgan. So thank you, David and Molly, for being here with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We look forward to more stories with Morgan. Maybe we'll see you on the splash pad together.
Yeah.
So as you heard earlier, of course, our team works together to plan a variety of life experiences for all of the residents of Heinzerling.
And so tonight, everyone has the opportunity to really make a difference for Heinzerling and support all the great work that they do at whatever level that fits your budget. So just remember, otw.givesmart.com. It is that easy, and you can make a contribution to the Fund a Need.
And of course, we have Jesse here with us again to tell us a little bit more about this special project.
Yeah, so the living environment at Heinzerling Community is paramount to the quality of life of the residents. Each resident room currently has old furniture, 25 years old, bedroom, nightstand, wardrobe that's too clunky, too big, and we're working on a project to bring in newer, modern, more organic sized to fit them more in a living experience. Our goal is to provide every resident with new furniture for their bedroom, and your donation to the Fund a Need of any significant impact will really help out to fund this project. So any donation of $1,000, $500, $250 will be a huge impact to us.
And you know, people at home might think, oh, but it's just furniture, but it's not. To the residents of Heinzerling, this is their home. So if you think about how amazing and how good you feel when you buy something and, you know, make it part of your home, this is what we get to do for people at Heinzerling.
Exactly.
Sure, it's not just about having something new and fresh, but the feeling that also comes with that. We all know when I get new pillowcases or something even silly at home, you just feel like someone loves you, and that's, of course, what they're going to feel when you are able to support this way.
Well, we know that along with the inside of Heinzerling, we know the residents can also enjoy so much more outdoors and outside thanks to the Heinzerling.
Yeah, you talked about those movies outdoors earlier, but we know, of course, that your contributions go and help our residents in a major way all over the city and around the entire state. I've been involved with this organization now for over a decade. Of course, seeing things like COSI and the Ohio State football games. Of course, Ohio State Fair, one of your favorites as well.
The zoo.
Going to the zoo, going to other outdoor areas that they can see movies and explore and camp, and all these different things that you're able to do and enjoy around our city and around our state. Our residents need and deserve to experience those things as well. So each of your donations will make a big difference in their lives and continue to help them live a more colorful and magical life.
And just remember, we're creating special memories
Sure.
for them. And that's really priceless when you think about it. What these residents get to experience, and then what their loved ones and their families get to see,
Right.
how the Heinzerling is just enriching every minute of their lives. So just remember, no donation is too small, whether it's $5,000 or $50. All of it will make a difference for the people at Heinzerling. So just go again to otw.givesmart.com. It is that easy. And, voila, we can make some magic happen.
We can make some magic happen, and I think it's time to make some magic happen. As we close things out, do you want to see one more?
One more?
Yes.
All right, I'm ready. I want to be 5'9". Go.
You and me both. It's not going to work. Okay. We'll do a bit of magic if you're watching with us at home, which I know you are. I want you to grab your phone. Grab your cell phone or maybe a calculator. I have mine with me.
Okay.
I'll put Angela
Can I borrow
on
it?
duty here. Yes. So pull out your phones, pull out your calculators. Of course, you have that otw.givesmart open as well. But just for a moment, open up your calculators. And do you know the year that Heinzerling was founded?
Where's my buzzer?
Yeah, here's your buzzer.
1959.
1959. We didn't pre-rehearse that. She actually just knew it. 1959. At home, type in 1959. All right?
Okay.
I'll hit plus. Now, do you know what day the auction ends?
The one for tonight? I think they have a few more days, so February 26th.
February 26th.
Whew.
So 1959 plus 226. Great. I'll hit plus again. And then I heard this number earlier. How much money Off the Wall raised last year for our residents to create these experiences and these magical moments. It was just north of $105,000. Can you believe it? So I'll do 105,000. Okay, now up until this point, all of these numbers, of course, have been predetermined. We all knew what numbers we were going to get. But I want you to come up with a random number right now. So I'll hit plus one last time. And if you could just, with your finger, don't even look at it so it's random, just hit like 10 random digits.
Don't even look?
Yeah, don't even look.
Do you trust me? What if
guess
I
we'll
don't
see.
trust me? 10.
10 random numbers.
Okay, count with me, everyone at home. 1, 2, 3,
4. Move it around a little bit.
6,
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10.
They're all
What if I hit
zeros.
like a minus or a times or divide?
Then we would get a different equation. Let's see
Okay.
what we got. So we have a large number now. 5, 4, 1, 7, 1, 2, 1, 6, 9, 4. So at home, from where you were, hit plus 5, 4, 1, 7, 1, 2, 1, 6, 9, 4. Yes? Okay. Now if I hit equals, we get a number.
Oh, gosh.
What's the matter?
That's big.
It is a big number. That's what we want, right?
I don't have to memorize
Hit a
it.
number. Hold it like this for me.
You hit equals.
Just, hit equals. We're going to hold it right there. You're going to
Okay.
read that number to me out loud.
Okay.
One digit at a time. Just read that number to me out loud. Go ahead.
All right. 5, 4,
Uh-huh.
1, 7, 1,
Uh-huh.
3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4.
134.
Bingo.
Is that right?
I think so. Do you want me to repeat it?
No, I'll show the people at home.
Okay.
They should have this 5, 4, 1, 7, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4. This is our total. This is a random number.
I want to come over here and look. Can I do this?
You can. Yeah.
Okay.
You make your own rules. But what's interesting is these numbers, both random and important, led us to this moment, the moment where we support the residents of Heinzerling, putting magic in their lives like the magic they made right now. Because upside down, you will see it actually reads Heinzerling. How about that, Angela? How'd you do that?
What? Stop
How'd you do
it.
that?
I don't know. How did you?
You're a math whiz.
Abracadabra, the magic of Heinzerling. Drew, we want to thank you so much for always being here and making it such a fun evening for all of us here
course.
and for everyone at home.
Well, thank you for joining us as well. I'm glad you're a part of it.
And we want to thank all of our amazing supporters out there. Without all of you, we really couldn't make this possible. And really, you're the reason the Heinzerling residents are able to live this colorful life that we want to give them, a life where they can have this amazing journey and live life to the fullest.
And to continue helping them live life to the fullest, we encourage you to please visit that otw.givesmart.com page. Again, that's otw.givesmart.com. That's where you can make a donation directly to our fund in need to support the Heinzerling community or to bid on any of your favorite auction items. There's a whole lot there to see. It's up until Sunday, February 26th at 7:30 p.m. This Sunday, February 26th, 7:30 p.m., that's when you have until to make a donation or to bid on an auction item.
So you have a few more days left, but don't wait too long because we want to see those bids. And we want to thank all of you for really joining us tonight. Have a wonderful weekend ahead, and on behalf of the Heinzerling community, thank you. We'll see you next year.